Alright, hey guys. Today we'll be looking at the cloth modifiers, specifically how you can create objects like this within your own scenes. So, couch cushions, pillows, throws, blankets, and then also how you could simulate like clutter objects like fruit and whatever else you might need in your visualization scenes within 3DSMax. So starting out, we'll start with the throw, and we'll just make a plane that'll act as the flat version of our cloth that'll get draped over this couch. So we'll just put this above the couch right here. Make sure that the plane itself has a significant amount of sections. So for this example, we've got 100 width and length. More will give obviously more detail, less will obviously give less detail. So we're going to add a cloth modifier to the plane. We're going to add it to this object properties here, select it, make sure that it's selected as cloth. We'll then add it, it's preset as cotton, and then we're going to add these objects here, which are the other objects within the scene, and they're going to act as what the cloth will collide with. So we click that collision object down below. And now we're ready to simulate the cloth. So let's just click this simulate button here. Oh wait, actually, we'll simulate it locally just so it's a bit quicker. There we go. And so this will just run through the keyframes as it simulates. You can just see that we can drag this around and move it. It's a static object now. So if we wanted to add creases or any extra detail, we can do so. Alright, so now we'll generate a couch cushion. And so this is done in a very similar way, but just inflating the object within the object properties instead of draping it like a cloth. So we'll put it above the couch right here. Yep, line it up. And before anything else, we'll just make sure that it has a significant amount of segments so that we get an accurate simulation. Plenty of detail. Alright, let's add that cloth modifier. And we'll, for the sake of this, we'll do wool as its preset. Then down here, the pressure option, that's the important part for the cushion, so this will cause the inside of the object to expand. Alright. And I reckon we've probably given it too much pressure here, yeah, so it's expanding way too much. So we'll drop that pressure setting down slightly. And we'll go again. Alright. Let's put this down to, say, 5. Should be a bit more realistic. Erase the simulation, we'll start it up again. And there we go, that's perfect. So you can see it start to bulge on both sides of its body, and then as it'll hit the edge of the couch, it should bend slightly. Yep, perfect. So you could probably add a bit more pressure to get a bit more of a realistic pillow. You could also add creases and whatever else you might need, but that's the gist of how to simulate a cushion. Alright, so now we'll look at simulating physics on these lemons and the glasses in this jug. So we'll start by right clicking up here, going down and just turning on that Mass FX toolbar. So this will be slightly different to the cloth. So we're then going to select the objects that we want to simulate. And we're just going to click this button here. And we're going to click dynamic shape. So that'll create this this grid, and that's the that'll be the physics on the lemon, like what the lemon will interact with. And so if we'll put this on the plate as well, and we just want to make sure that there's no issues. We'll quickly do it to the jugs and the cups as well. So these aren't working because they're in a group. So we'll just ungroup each object and we'll delete the stuff that's inside. And now they should be ready to simulate as a singular object. Yep, so we'll just set all of these as dynamic. And we could change the shape type so it's a bit more accurate to the cup itself, to like custom. But for the sake of this simulation, we'll use convex because it's about as accurate as we'll need. And then yeah, there's some other options here too, so depending on the object you're using. Normally custom or convex is perfect though. You can see with this jug here that there were some lines sticking out of the neck that could cause some issues, but it won't for this. Alright, so now that everything's selected, we now just need to specify the collision objects. So we'll just make sure that this part of the mattress is a collision object, the plate, and then the rug on the floor. And you know that it's worked when you can see that modifier appear on the far right, the mass FX rigid body. Alright, so now that everything's selected, we're just going to simulate. We're going to press this button right here. And look at that. So if you need to fill a bowl with fruit, or if you need it to look natural, that's exactly how you can do it. Or like, say, logs in like a fireplace, something along those lines. For the sake of this simulation, we'll quickly add the rug as a rigid body, a static body, sorry. And I'll quickly simulate this one more time and you'll see how that works. So the jug should roll onto the floor now. Perfect. Alright, hope this was helpful. Thank you.